Welcome back, my friends, to another beautiful summer day. I had today off. It's only midweek. I got super lucky, but it's also really hot even though it's early, so I'm hiding in the shade as much as possible. But we had a little trouble with our corn patch. It got blown over by the wind. A lot of people told me to just leave it and that it would stand back up itself, but we did have this problem last year and it didn't do too well, so I took some advice from some people in the comments and drove some stakes in the ground. Ran a couple lines up and down there. Josh is so much better at that than I am. I just ran the lines corner to corner in an X to kind of support everything, and then one more down the side that was really bad. And it's helping. I mean, hopefully that'll help. So today's next day, and it's actually helped a lot. You can see where it's still very much propped up in places, but some stuff along the back line, especially the sunflowers, have already started to kind of support themselves again. So hoping these guys will start to stand up and support themselves. They've got a line, let me zoom out. They got a line right there, kind of holding them. But things are starting to stand on their own, so just gonna stay the course, and hopefully eventually we can cut these lines down. But that is not the only thing that fell over. Our one arugula that we wanted to leave for the flowers and the bees fell over completely. So I don't know, I'm at a loss. I don't know if I want to stake this up and keep it, or if I want to just clear this area out and plant some more peppers. But speaking of peppers, these guys perked up. They're looking fabulous. Honestly, for the first day or so, I was not sure how that was going to turn out. They were looking pretty sad. So we'll circle back to that one. But our Brussels sprouts, they also fell over, and I'm definitely over this one. I want the space back. As you can see, I've already taken a piece of line and used it to support the potatoes because they're just taking over this bed. It's got its little girdle on. But yeah, it was making it impossible for me to do anything with this area. Oh, no way. Huh. Hello. Little volunteer tomato. That's pretty funny. Nasturtiums are doing amazing. Now that the spinach has some light, it's really starting to come on. And we've got to do something about the Swiss chard. This is ridiculous, guys. I have been out here every single day having salads. Like, I am just about saladed out. I've had chicken on my salad, steak, nothing but portobello mushrooms. I even did like a tuna salad at one point. It wasn't bad, but look at this. This is ridiculous. I can't keep up with this. It's gonna be my next Halloween costume. But seriously, I gotta pick some of these larger leaves so that some of the smaller ones can continue to come on, or otherwise these plants are gonna go to seed. So we're gonna deal with that. Let me show you the tomatoes and then we will get to work because it is hot and I wanna go to the river. I am sure that you guys can tell these are bigger now, especially the one in the cage. I put the cage right in the middle so that it can support the ones around it, but this guy right here is not wanting to play ball. He's got a funny crook to him and I got something for him. Alright, it looks a little wonky, but it'll get used to its new position. Hopefully it'll bush out and look more like its brothers and sisters. But I've got to get some of these bottom water leaves off as well to help with air circulation. That'll just take a couple of snips. I have a lot of chores today. Hello, friend. I very nearly stepped on you. I'm so glad I didn't. All these little suckers take away from the tomato development later on. All right, that is a lot better. Look at that thing. This is what a 2-year-old Brussels sprout plant looks like. I didn't get any Brussels sprouts from it last year, and then it wintered over, and here we are. But it's funny because it smells exactly like a broccoli stem. Like when you cut the bud off of a broccoli, that's what I'm getting. We're gonna compost all of this. So much more room for activities. So I just come to a decision. Honestly, it's the worst time of day to pick any sort of lettuce because it gets really, really limp in the heat. But later tonight when the sun goes down and the temperatures drop a little bit, I'll give all this a watering and it'll crisp right back up, and I'll pick it then. All right, I figure I took out the Brussels sprouts over there that were blooming, so I want to give all the bees the help I can. Until some of the flowers that I planted come on, this guy will have to suffice. All right, there's probably a million other things I could do, but I'm gonna wrap up the video with this. This is my gourd dipper plant. I've never grown one before, and it's gonna vine like crazy, so I'm gonna give it a little help. I'm not even gonna weave a net, I'm just gonna give it some guidelines, and hopefully we'll have vines growing all the way up over this greenhouse frame. I don't really know how much weight these lines are gonna need to support, so I'm trying to tie them really good. Stretch. I want to get them as tight as possible. We can always add more as we go depending on what the plant needs, but we'll start with that. Alright, I had to escape to the shade. That is it for right now, guys. We're gonna head out to the river and check our lines and rebait. When it cools off tonight, we'll have a nice big salad.